Sup guys, it's Mayday Dev here, and today I figured now that everyone's had time to sleep on it, and I also don't have an editing budget, so I'm not going to edit the gameplay over this, so all the ones with the gameplay in you've already watched. I'm going to talk about my opinions on everything the PlayStation showed at the PlayStation 5 The Future of Gaming event. So I was sitting here watching it, and it started, and GTA 5 showed up. And I was like, oh god, the next two games are going to be Resident Evil 4 and Skyrim, because they both get ported to everything. But no, they just quickly said it's getting ported to PS5, your saves will carry over, you get online for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member, I think. I'm not sure if that's just like a first month deal, or if that's something that they're gonna carry on, like as long as you have PlayStation Plus you get the game for free, because that'd be pretty cool. After that, they announced my personal game of the year, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2018, to me, was a fucking masterpiece. And literally, like, even now, I have 100%ed every, like, the main game, the DLC, and I still just swing around and just do random crimes or just look at the suits in different lights. And there's not many games I really do that in. The Saints Row 2 back in the day that I did everything in, and then I was kind of done. And then I came back after I'd done everything and carried on playing, even though there's nothing to. I spent 4 hours once making myself look like Johnny Gat, so that is dedication to Saints Row 2, and Spider-Man has me with that same dedication. And then they showed some gameplay for Gran Turismo 7. I'm sure if you're a Gran Turismo fan, that looks amazing. I played Gran Turismo 5 Prologue on the PS3 and didn't buy the full game, so that was an interesting few minutes to watch. After that, they showed a game I'm definitely going to get, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Now, we're not going to talk about the pictures of the girl Lombax Online, that will not be mentioned here, there are other channels that talk about that. But if that jumping through time thing isn't sped up and that is actual PS5 gameplay, that is crazy. Like, honestly, that is mental. The fact that we're at a point where you can load whole worlds in seconds. Like, if that is what they're showing and that's gameplay, that is the future of gaming, and there's not much anybody can do to argue with that. The next game is called Project Athia. I think it's by Square Enix. They didn't really show a lot, and I didn't know what to think because it looks cool, but obviously it being a working game and a working title, we don't know when it's coming out. All we know is it's designed exclusively for PlayStation 5, but then going to the Xbox Series X after, so that doesn't really scream exclusive to me, unless it means they're going to use the DualSense and the SSD more. But other than that, I don't see it being crazily different from the Xbox version. Then the second cutest game of the event was shown, and it was called Stray. And there's all these robots, and you play this little cat, and it looks really, really cute. It's not the cutest game that they showed. They showed a cuter game, which we're gonna get to when we get to it. But Stray looks really interesting. Don't know what the story is about. Looks like all the humans are dead. The way the world's going at the minute could be like that in real life soon. And I don't have a cat, so no one's gonna carry on my legacy. Then there was a game called Returnal, which is kind of like Mass Effect, but if every time you die, the world completely changes, and that's really cool. The idea of every time you die having to relearn the world, it seems like something I wouldn't play because I would get frustrated too quickly. But just the idea of having different worlds to play every time, I kind of want to know, like, if you die like 100 times, does it just go back to number 1 and then it just goes through again, or is it actually like randomly selected? And if it's randomly selected, can you get the same one twice? Because I want to know. Those are things I want people to say. I'm not going to test them. I don't have the fucking time to do that. But there's people on YouTube who clearly have the time to do that. So they can have fun with that. The next one was a game I definitely did not expect. I did not expect this boy to come back. And that is Sackboy. I'm calling it a Little Big Adventure. The official name is A Big Adventure. He's from a game series called Little Big Planet. It should be called A Little Big Adventure. Whatever you want to do, Sony. This isn't made by Media Molecule, because they're still working on Dreams, or they're porting Dreams to the PS5. Which, if that's the case, I bought it on PS4. Do I get it for free? Because I want it for free on PS5. Because it's a really good game. But yeah, it looks kind of like a 3D platformer, kind of like some of the 3D Mario games. Super Mario 3D World, apparently, I never played that one, I played the one on the DS, is like a spitting image of this game. This game will obviously look better than most Mario games, because most Mario games are on the Switch, and let's be honest, 720p versus 4K, and Sackboy is a fluffy boy, and Mario only has a fluffy mustache, and I'm rating these games off fluffiness, so Mario does not win that. That is why Sega should have won the console wars, because Sonic, if you look at their two character models, Sonic is more of a fluff boy than Mario, but Luigi might be more fluff. Now going on to something that actually matters, instead of the thing I was just talking about, they basically announced Fortnite with cars, which is called Destruction All Stars, and if you look at it, it's literally Fortnite, but instead of guns, you have cars, you drive the cars into each other, and the cars explode, and that's really cool, but it's not something I'm going to play, and it's probably online only, so another reason I'm not going to play it. And then, the game that actually won for me, the cutest game of the whole event, was called Kena Bridge of Spirits. Like, it started with the two little people, and they were like, my sister's made me watch this trailer like 100 times at this point. Like, anytime I'm watching the Spider-Man trailer, she makes me watch this trailer as well, and that's cool, because hopefully at some point we'll both have a PS5, so you don't have to play Kena on my PlayStation 5, you can play it on her PlayStation 5. So, that did win the cutest game, and it also may have sold my sister on a PlayStation 5, which if that's what the goal was, Sony, I gotta say it worked. The next one was a kind of gay looking game. Gay as in like actually homosexual, and I'm bi, so it's fine for me to say that. Goodbye Volcano High. It's like evil, furry, not evil, like, well, some of them looked evil. Not in the way they were designed, but the way they acted. Like the one that threw the notebook in the fire, she looks like she's evil, and there were ones crying, and it looks like Life is Strange with animals. I like Life is Strange. I like animals. I'll play it. And if it's shite, I'm going to do a review and tell you guys that it's shite. Oddworld Soulstorm was next, and that, I've never played an Oddworld game. I played a little bit when one was on PlayStation Plus, but for some reason, when I stopped paying for it, they took it out my account. And then when I repaid, it didn't come back. So I've never been able to finish it. It looks like all the other Oddworld games. Looks cool, definitely going to play it. Not sure what the difference is other than graphics, but obviously we weren't shown that much, so hopefully we can see more. One of my higher up hype games is called Ghostwire Tokyo. We saw it at E3, I think 2019 or 2018, and it looked really sick, and they had that really cute Japanese woman come out, and she was like so hyped about working on the game, and then I heard she's not working there anymore, so she wasn't that hyped really, was she, because she left. But this game's going to come out, it's going to be sick, and I reckon it's going to be better than Evil Within, because if you've actually seen this channel and you've seen my Evil Within gameplay videos, because it's not a Let's Play, we didn't finish the game, then you all know I was not very good at that, so hopefully I will be better at this one. The next one I don't actually remember much about. It's called Jet the Far Shore, and I'm pretty sure it's like a flying game, I think. Then we had Godfall, which to me is Borderlands with swords. And the blocking animation looks like it was stolen from God of War, and I said that as we were watching it live. It was holy shit, that's the blocking system from God of War, and they have stole that. But probably going to be good. They're a good developer. So then we had this game with like skates called Solar Ash, and he was like skating around the world, and when he got to the end the world was upside down and nobody knew why, so that was quite weird. And then another big announcement, Hitman 3. You guys might not have realised this, but it is the third Hitman game in the new trilogy. So that's 3 of them now. I didn't play the first 2, but you know, might play the third one. And you know, it's Hitman. You're gonna sneak around. You're gonna dress up as other people. You're gonna kill people. It's Hitman. Then we got the first announced free game that isn't Fortnite. I'm pretty sure, in Astro's Playroom, and it's just like the VR game, just with the new features for the PlayStation 5. And it's going to be awesome, and I'm probably going to do some videos on it just to, you know, see what the new features are, because I'm hoping to get a PlayStation 5 on launch day. I'm hearing they're not making too many, so it might be a few weeks after that. That would suck. Might have to steal one at that point, you know, find out which one of the neighbours leaves their door unlocked, and also buy a PlayStation 5. The next one is Little Devil Inside. It looked really cool. There was a shit joke in it, so that was funny. Like, he fell down, and then there was like a plop sound, and then it cut to the guy sitting on the toilet. That's all I remember from that trailer. Hopefully the game has more than poop jokes. The next one is 2K21. It is not the 2K21 I wanted to see because I'm a wrestling fan and I really wanted to see a WWE 2K21. I know they're not actually releasing it this year, but I still reckon they might use the name 2K21 just to keep the numbers in order, but I'm not sure about that. The next one is a game that I know my sister is super excited for, and it's called Bug Snacks. And she hasn't stopped singing the trailer song since they first aired it, so that looks like another game that she's going to be getting hopefully day one on a PlayStation 5. Maybe that's even over Kana from what she's told me. She might get that before Kana, before Spider-Man. So if that's what you're into, I understand that. The next one is a game I'm never going to finish, which is Demon's Souls. It's a remake, it looks beautiful. I'm too much of a bitch. If I die more than 10 times, I want to press the skip button. And most games let me do that. Dark Souls does not, and I guess Demon's Souls won't. So I'm not going to be playing much of that, but I might buy it because it looks beautiful. And like, you know, I get to look at that first area and be like, ooh, ooh, and then I'll walk forward a little bit and get killed by the first enemy. Then we have Deathloop, which is by the people who made Dishonored. That looks really sick, the whole back in time if you die thing. There's another game which I don't think we've spoke about yet, that you go back in time when you die. No, we did, it was called Returnal. Then we have Resident Evil 8, or Resident Evil Village, or whatever they want to call it. And that is the follow-up to Resident Evil 7. I'm not going to talk too much about it if you haven't finished 7. You probably won't know what's going on in 8. Then we had Pragmata. That was the one with the cat hologram. That's basically all I remember about that game. There was a virtual kitty, so that may mean that the only kitties left alive have been sent to the world of Stray. I don't know how that works. And then the second biggest thing they announced was the follow-up to Horizon. Now, I've only finished Horizon recently, and that kind of seemed like a done deal, but the ending was left open when Silence took Hades and turned him back on, basically, fucking over everything Aloy did. So see what happens in the second one. It's going to be really interesting. Haven't played the DLC yet. And the big announcement no one expected was there were 2 PlayStation 5s revealed. You had the original base model and the discless version, and it seems that that's the only difference from what I've read. There's no memory difference, there's no performance. It is just basically that one takes discs, one doesn't. So yeah, that's my feelings on the PlayStation event. I think it was pretty good. You know, there were a few core titles I feel like we're missing, like God of War. Where was God of War? Where was Persona 5 Scramble? I'm still waiting for any information that game actually exists in the West. So far it looks like it doesn't. But remember guys, if you're seeing more gaming, PlayStation or gaming news videos, remember to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.